Tomorrow. I've also been involved on the web. I love everybody's picture on that too. So all the new people except for Brian, we just got Brian's picture today, so I've got everybody's picture now, unless they want to do one.
So next week, when we have our internet, or the week after,
Yeah.
and it's working, I'd like to see a little tutorial.
I may have to leave early,
Welcome. What a great crowd. Welcome to the greatest Rotary Club in the county universe. Who said county? Who said county? Yeah. Remember that, Phil.
If you're the greatest in the universe, you're also the greatest in the county, right?
This doesn't have the same ring to it. And I apparently learned how to ring the bell again this week. Last week I rang it so hard I did break it, so we fixed it. Anyway, can I have an invocation, Stephen Dull?
Bow our heads. Lord, thank you for the fellowship you have given to Rotary. Bless this food that we have, and protect us with whatever weather you may bring for the rest of the weekend. Amen.
Amen. Flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, four-way test. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build their friendships? And will it be beneficial to all concerned? And a song. Chris.
So I got a song for us that we've never done here before. You don't have the words in front of you, but I'm going to trust that you can do this, okay? And Phil Mahalik, just FYI, is our Sergeant at Arms today. But I'm the Sergeant at Arms later in the month, so pay attention. So Stephen's going to help me. Are you ready for this? We're doing the Itsy Bitsy Spider. All right, and this is motions and everything. Come on, get those scripts. You guys got it up. Ready? The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again.
Hey, all right.
Do we have any visiting Rotarians today? Bruce? No. How about visitors? We got lots of visitors. John Jennings.
We have with us today Mike Mills. And Mike Mills and I, he's a lot better, but we wrestled together at Notre Dame and hung out at Notre Dame. And then he went off and went to law school, so he's a lawyer. We let him in. You know, he's a lawyer, and then he goes find Lisa's sister and marries her, and so he's Mike's brother-in-law. But I met him at Notre Dame first, and then he's got 4 kids and lives up in Alaska. And we go up there and fishing. So welcome, Mike Mills.
Fellow Rotarians, I have 3 guests to introduce today, and we'll start out with Allison Gillen with Savvy Bank. She's the retail branch manager. I got it right.
Yeah,
Welcome.
it is.
We have Jeremy Nicola. He's the branch manager. Welcome, Jeremy. And Mike Tan, he's the CEO and chairman. So welcome, Mike.
Actually, I ran into John Wick last night at the grocery store, said, for anyone that doesn't know, I need a grin. Eric Andrew and Eric Johnson.
Today, I am happy to introduce Jada Trample. She is our new community coordinator for our community coalition.
I have nations never seen.
All right. Welcome, everybody. It's a special day. You are, well, I know you're all here with purpose, and if you're not, you're in for a real treat. We got the crystal ball today, and that's going to be a lot of fun. Board reports. I would like a quick board meeting afterwards. We would like to take care of one quick vote, and we'll be very quick, I promise. Other announcements, Chris Johnston is our February team leader. And Stephen Dahl is in charge of programs, and so we'll help him out by breaking down afterwards, please, and making sure we get everything done. The booklet, Daryl, can you talk briefly about how you have updated the website with the booklet and whatnot, and what we're working on?
Well, I've gone on there and updated everybody's picture that I have pictures of. If you want new ones, let me know, or send them to me, or you can upload them yourself if you are so inclined to get on our website to do that. I've also updated our booklet with our new members, with pictures and bios in there. And so if you go to our website, you can download the booklet if that's something you're interested in doing, and get everybody else's information on there. I do have one correction on one of our members that I gotta get fixed, but if you see things in there that need to get fixed, just email me and let me know, and I'll get it taken care of. Thanks.
All right, then can you take the microphone, and I want Nathan to tell us what the city has done to help us get internet.
You want me to take the name?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Here we go.
I want to thank the city for getting on this. It's long overdue, and we really appreciate it. Go ahead and tell us what you're working on.
So right, you look at the top right, that little round glowing saucer looking thing right in front of the projector. That's going to be our new wireless access point. The signal in here should be a lot stronger. Underneath my clean jacket, I'm filthy because I was crawling up in that crawl space this morning running wire. So we've got all the wires are pulled into the closet. Made the changes over in Ellen's office where the Wi-Fi actually comes from. We just ran short on time to actually make the terminals and connect everything together. But
Hopefully by next week.
yeah, Adrian's going to do it sometime this week, and it should be operational for next week's meeting.
All right. Now, if you're on your smartphone, you can actually log in to the Sedro Woolley Community Center signal right now. It's just not good for the bandwidth, so it goes really slow. But when it gets plugged in, it'll be great. We'll have streaming video. And the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to ask Daryl to give a demonstration on our Club Runner website, and he'll be able to do that live and go around and navigate, because if you have or haven't used that website, it's a little cumbersome. There's just a million options, and having a little tutorial will really help everybody. All right, David, save the date. Tell us about Save the Date.
Save the date cards for the auction, May 3rd, have gone out. We have extras over here. If you'd like to send some, you can go ahead and address them on the back right there. We're really excited. Caribbean Christmas. Lots of opportunity for great outfits. I'm combining both Caribbean and Christmas in my outfit, just so you know. It's going to be a great time. This is Mike Janke's auctioneer, and that's it. If you have any questions, let me know.
Thank you, David. So just by a show of hands, has anybody not got a Save the Date mailer in the mail already? Should have been there a week ago. Not good. That means our mailing system is up to date. On your tables is a little blueprint, and it is this building and the improvements that we're planning on doing. And the area over there in the storage is where a lot of it is. We're gonna do all the floors. We're gonna put in 2 doors, 2 double doors on that wall. And then we got a bunch of stamped concrete and create an area that can be used for outdoor parties, weddings, etc. And we're trying to split it up so that we can afford it. And I was just talking to Mike Mosher, and he's receptive to the idea of carrying on. And I don't know about Mike, if we have any money next year, maybe we can just make it a 3-year project and get this thing completely done. And the big items are going to be the restrooms and the kitchen, to rework those. And so they'll take like 1 year worth of money each. But when we're done with this place, it's really going to sing, and you're going to be proud of it. And the community, I can see wedding after wedding after wedding here. It's going to be a great building. We'll be able to use it for a variety of reasons that we can't already. All right, so any questions on this or comments, just mark it up, leave it on the table, and I'll collect them at the end, and I'll incorporate the ones I like. Go ahead, John.
We're gonna let a mechanical engineer make these decisions.
I think we got a volunteer. You are an architect.
Okay, architect.
What's just a question?
Hey, Carl, I mean, if we want to split this thing up, I'll take the kitchen.
All right. That's a great idea.
So we'll do the kitchen. Mike can do whatever you want. You got the rest.
Yeah, well, Mike, we'll get the restrooms, and then he'll get the most accolades from all the members, I'm sure.
Is there any money coming from the city?
25,000, and most of it is going to go to the floor.
And what they're gonna do on the floor?
Replace it with a, Nathan, what's the name of that stuff?
It's a vinyl tile.
Vinyl flake.
And we're also looking at just doing a concrete, it's coming in with a diamond grinder, grinding the surface off, and making something like polished concrete.
Yeah, so we originally thought about something that looked like wood but wasn't. But then Ashley Richards on our committee came up with the idea of just polishing it down and having polished concrete. And that's probably cheaper, and it's certainly durable. So that's right at the moment, we're looking at just taking it down and grinding it and putting a finish on it so it's waterproof.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll, we can work on that. We might need an acoustic engineer, yeah.
What about the location?
Say again?
During the construction, the assembly areas?
Tables.
We're gonna do it so that we can still meet and we can work within the schedule that the city has. That's the plan. So we're gonna hopefully not have to move our meeting throughout any of this.
Okay.
But it'll be tight to get the floor ground in one week, yeah. It's about 4 days of grinding. So figure 6.
I didn't work it quite over. That's pretty good.
All right, anything else on that? Feel free, Bruce.
Yeah, my contractor can't help to say this, but we better do an asbestos survey before we pull the floor.
Yes.
That's a great point, and we're already all over it. Nathan has already taken the samples. So, all right, so feel free to mark up those drawings, leave them on the table, and we'll take in all comments into consideration, and hopefully we'll incorporate whatever you got. Don Ostrom, you talked about not having a wide enough door. I already put that right here. We'll figure that out. All right, any other announcements? Chris? Good job.
Okay, so all the bands are booked for the summer concert series. So now that I've got that out of the way, I'm going to be harassing everybody for money to pay for it. So.
And we're having an auction meeting
Tonight at 5:30 at the school district office. Anyone is welcome. Would love to have you there.
We're moving forward.
Okay, I think what's happening when we're at a certain location in this room is when those things die. So if it dies on you, move a step to the left or right. Chuck Rule, please.
We have a sympathy card going around for George Dallas. I need you all to sign it. George was our longest active member in our club. He was been a member since 1961, past president in 1973, as Paul Harris Fellow. Services will be Tuesday at 2:30 at Immaculate Heart Catholic Church. I urge all of you to attend to pay tribute to a wonderful guy and very good lieutenant.
Thank you, Chuck. All right. Do we have a raffle? Kim?
Wait.
Oh.
Students of the month.
Okay, let's get the students of the month then.
Yes.
Absolutely. Come on.
So, I'm going to say it every time I'm up here, this is my absolute favorite Thursday of the month. It is my honor and privilege to be able to share the accomplishments of these fine young folks that are standing up here today. And so, I'd like to start with our first recipient of Student of the Month. Lexi Rodriguez Padilla is daughter of Manuela Padilla and Rachel Rodriguez Padilla of Sedro Woolley. Lexi maintains a 4.0 GPA while being actively involved in our high school. She is a member of National Honor Society and is a Cub Crew mentor. Lexi is on our leadership team within Varsity and Volunteerism Club and has logged 1,000 hours of volunteer work in our community. She's an active club member holding office positions and participating in competitions in Future Business Leaders of America and also Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America, our FCCLA organization. Lexi has been a member of the Associated Student Body Executive Council for the past 2 years as junior class president and currently serves as our school board representative. She has taken multiple AP courses and honors classes. Lexi has received 6 department awards in math, science, social studies, English, AVID, and CTE. She is a college-bound scholarship recipient and has been awarded the Eugene Johnson Award, a U.S. Youth Senate Scholarship Award, and Student of the Month in November for Optimist International of Sedro Woolley. Along with her academic schedule and club activities, Lexi is also an athlete. She plays tennis and soccer, earning varsity letters in both. Outside of school, Lexi loves spending time with her family and volunteering in her community. She's been a member of Girl Scouts since 2nd grade, in which she is helping create free libraries, planning camps, and events for younger Girl Scouts. This past fall, Lexi joined Latinos United Association, where she volunteers as an activities coordinator and helped reinstate this club at the high school. Last summer, Lexi participated in leadership camp through the Association of Washington Student Leaders Alumni and traveled to Ecuador, the Amazon rainforest, through a service learning trip with We Day. Lexi comes from a bilingual family, speaking both Spanish and English. She is a second-generation immigrant who will be the first in her family to attend college. Also to note is Lexi was selected one of 2 students in the entire state of Washington to represent our Senate program, the U.S. Youth Senate program, and she will be traveling to Washington, D.C. to represent our high school in the state of Washington in March.
Wow.
Share your post-graduation plans and also who is here with you today.
Hi everybody, my name is Lexi Rodriguez Padilla and I brought my lovely mother right here taking pictures. After high school, I plan to go to a four-year university. Don't know which one yet. I'm trying to get scholarships for that. And I want to major in biochemical engineering and then go to medical school to become a trauma surgeon.
Our next amazing recipient of Student of the Month is Kindred Granberg. He is the son of Wendy Granberg of Sedro Woolley. Kindred maintains a 3.4 GPA while being actively involved. He has been a member of National Honor Society for 3 years and is currently our treasurer. Kindred will finish this year logging roughly 560 volunteer hours for Varsity and Volunteerism Club. His volunteer work includes helping at the Community Food Kitchen, Habitat for Humanity, and with ALS, the Evergreen Chapter. For the last 2 years, Kindred has been mentoring incoming freshman students through our Sedro Woolley High School Cub Crew Mentorship Program. He is taking AP classes in language arts, literature, U.S. history, and comparative politics. Kindred has received 3 department awards in American Sign Language, History, and AVID. In addition to his academic schedule and club activities, Kindred also represents the Cubs as an athlete. He has played 4 years of tennis, 3 on varsity, and 2 years has been the team captain. This past fall, Kindred was named Skagit Valley Herald All-Conference Team. Concurrently, this month, Kindred was selected also for Student of the Month for Sir Optimus International of Sedro Woolley. Outside of school, Kindred enjoys playing in recreational basketball league. He's employed at Hagen's Grocery in the Valley and has held previous employment at Skagit County Parks and Recreation, where he helps score the basketball games. And Kindred's favorite color is blue. I love when they put little statements like that. So I'd like to have Kindred come to the microphone and share who's with him here today and also his post-high school plans.
I just want to say thank you to the high school staff for letting me be here today and all the people for coming out today. I'm here with my beautiful mom, Lady Randall, over there. So far, I've been accepted to Central Washington University and University of Arizona. I'm still holding back. I'm waiting for a response from Wazoo, Eastern, and University of Montana. I'd like to major in either law or psychology. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, now we're ready for our raffle. Bill's going to join from up here at the microphone and it's going to walk around. And it's going to be a little bit of the history of the crystal ball. Welcome, Bill.
I'm a little bit nervous. I've never done this before. So please bear with me. I was told I have more than 5 minutes, so we'll try not to take too long. I do have a question to Rick about Christmas and Caribbean and the same. I thought you didn't take drugs. I mean, I don't find where that came from. Pay it all. I like it though, okay. I'm not going to pay the table. We don't have much time today, so let's just get started by everybody paying $1. Just kind of get it going here. I'm told that we need the money because we only have $43,000 extra dollars in the club fund. Okay, I happen to possess all the winners and losers of the crystal ball since the beginning. I'm not sure. I think I got it from John Amaroff. So we're just going to embellish the names of the winners that are here today, and I apologize for those that I missed. Those that are there one time I kind of skipped over. So does anybody know the first year of our crystal ball, which was called the Rotary Quiz back then? First year, anybody? Okay, 1945, and the winner was Ken Muncaster. Okay, so we've been doing this for a long time. There's names in this club that have more than one generation. I'm going to read them, and they are all paid $1 for hearing their name. Let's start with John Ward's not here, is he? Well, Art won 3 times, and John won once. I see the name Huggins. Ray won in 54, and he lost in 79. Les won in 80, and lost in 75 and 79. And Steve won in 16, and lost in 09. Now that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, $6 from the Huggins. I don't care where it comes from. And then we have George Bellows. George is a longtime member of this club, and God bless his soul from the other day. George won twice in 63 and 82, and lost twice in 68 and 17, which was just last year, before. So. Oh, then we have the very esteemed Dr. Bob Hunter, who wrote this quiz for years, and Bob could never win, but he did lose 3 times, 65, 71, 76. And I see the name Bricka. George was a loser in 78. I believe it's close to the year he retired. And David won in 08. That's $2, David. It doesn't include that other dog. Speaking of losers, Judge Durline could never win, but he lost 3 times, 50, 54, 69. So did Hugh Ridgway, lost twice, never did win. So I don't know what that's saying. We have Rothmuller. Howard won in 78. Neil lost twice, never did win. 90 and 93. Rothmuller's $3. Well, we'll get to the ultimate losers shortly. Danny Sims won and lost. McCann. I have Joe as a winner in 90, Bill as a winner in 97, and Jeff as a winner in 15. So we have 3 winners from the McCanns. It says something about our generation and great members we have in this club. I see Brock Stiles. Is he here? Well, his compatriots over there, he can pay. Brock won twice, 99 and 12, lost in 94. So he's $3. Now let's talk about the winner. Who won the most times? Does anybody know?
Eric Stendhal.
He won 5 times, and 4 of those times were over a 6-year period. He won in 90, 04, 05, 07, and 09. So, is it the truth? We're going to talk about that later. Now, the losers. Who lost the most individually? Does anybody know? Norm Kurtz, correct. Norm never won, but he lost 4 times in 84, and he had a run going here, 96, 98, and 2000. He lost 3 times in 5 years. That's pretty good. So, speaking of losers, I'm just going to read off a few of the losers. Well, let me just read off in order right now, starting with Louis Requay, all the McIntyres, Dick Mulholland, Howard Miller twice, Ridgway, Puss Stendhal, A. Bingham, John Janicki, Mark Modden, and it's just on from there. Okay, Steve Huggett, I just want to let you know that you can be an esteemed individual and be a loser. Phil Mihaly, Steve Huggett, John Schmidt, Requay again, Curtis Miller, Sue Strata, Mark Christ, Louis Requay, and George Bells. And those are all voted in the last 10 years, so we're all, yeah, they go on and on and on. I'm going to close with a thought. Is it the truth? Right? We all live by that. There's one person that won and lost in the same year. And in those days, it only cost $1 to take this. So people did that, I guess. Does anybody remember who that was?
Phil Mihalik.
So this is the truth. This is the truth. A, I didn't take the quiz. I was in Europe skiing with Dan and Sandy and Marilyn. And B, the next year when they ordered it, I wasn't here either. I was skiing in Europe with Dan, Sandy, and Marilyn. So I got a call on the phone from Dick Lemley. I was putting my stuff away in my attic. He says, "How can you win and lose in the same year?" I said, "Oh." And so anyway, I accepted and paid my fine. And so is it the truth? Somebody filled my name in twice. And I never got the truth. Believe in the 4-way test, but I believe it was Gary Hansen. He never called up me. And I used to bet $10 here on who had a better score. I know it was him, but he says no, it could have been. So anyway, yes, I won and lost at the same time. So I'll pay a fine. Daryl, remember how I taught everybody to just take a bill out?
Yeah.
There's ones in there.
Just grab a bill in there, just no matter what. Oh, there it is, 20.
Okay, we got time for, just to close, I'm gonna recycle the metal cans today, so leave on the table. I'm done with this, that's it. We do have time for happy bucks.
Who's happy?
Happy to be done. And I pay.
Nice job, Phil.
All right, hold on. Where's the other microphone?
Well, I had a couple of things to be happy about. Yesterday, we honored Louis Reckwell for his service to the community. We gave him our Hammer Heritage Award, and it was the first ever, so we were very pleased to be able to do that for Louis. He's done a lot of service to this community. And then the other one is next Thursday on the 14th. As many of you know, that's Valentine's Day. But we're kicking that off with an after-hours event at BYK Sedro Technologies, their joint building at 133 West State Street. I'd love to see you there. And it's from 4:30 to 6. You still have plenty of time to take your lovely spouses out for dinner afterwards. And I've heard that Magnolia Grill and Liberty Bistro are offering some specials that night.
Is there going to be wine there? Because after Valentine's Day, I really think I'll need wine.
I can't say for sure.
Go ahead.
I would make sure that
So I have a happy 20 here. The Country Meadow Village bus was involved in an accident yesterday out at Collins Road and Highway 20. It was a pretty serious accident. Luckily, there were no residents on the bus. Nate's okay, our driver. And now we just need to figure out on, getting everything taken care of. So I'm very happy about that. And George Bellos, longest Rotarian of our club. Great guy. I've got great memories of George. I spoke about that last week. But what really is special to me in this moment is that George died February 5th, which is my dad's 94th birthday. So George Bricka was up there waiting for George Bellis to get there. So Godspeed, George, and that's it.
A couple of happy bucks. One for my dad for the award that I didn't know about. So. And then the second for baseball season. Football's officially over, which means it's baseball season. Nice to get past basketball first. For those basketball guys, so sorry about that. And I want to say a special thanks to Nathan Salzian and his staff and Kevin. They are friends of ours. I'm going to lead the Cal Ripken organization again this year as president, and I'm going to coach the 12U team. We have 3 teams for Cal Ripken. We have one big blue team, and Julian's playing on the team as well. So there's not enough fields in Sedro Woolley to play on, believe it or not. And so Nathan has been instrumental in helping us find some future opportunities. Thank you, Nathan. Thank the city for that. And there's some exciting things, in the future for Sedro Woolley baseball. So, youth baseball. Thanks.
Well, we certainly have good weather for baseball.
One of the 2 things that this club does is absolutely great, and that is scholarships, but Student of the Month is absolutely one of the best things we've ever done. Congratulations.
I'm just so proud, and you allow us the opportunity to really celebrate your success, so thank you.
I got 5 happy bucks because I've officially been living in Sedro Woolley for 1 year. And this is the first snowfall where I don't have to drive here from
All right. Okay, any last happy buck? Okay, let's turn up. It's time for early leavers, but you definitely don't want to go today. To lead the show, we have Mike Mosier. Mike, come on out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's that time. This is the meeting you all wait for. It's your time to make some guesses about what's going to happen in the coming year. So if I can get Bruce Brooklyn and maybe Rich Wyrick up here to pass these things out, what's going to happen today? I think we're going to have pens on the table. If you don't, we got some additional ones here. The tests from last year will be spread out on the table over there if you want to retrieve yours. If you don't get it by the end of the meeting, I'm just going to toss them all. But what's going to happen for the rest of us, and two things that are most important on this test is number one, it's going to cost you $5 to take it. And number two, and every year we have this problem, there's a little spot that says name. Please put your name on it. It makes it a lot easier for all of us involved. So at this time, I'd like to have Bill McCann come up front. He's going to read last year's questions, or excuse me, read this year's test, and then we're going to just take the test, we'll collect the test, then I'll read the results, or the answers from last year, and Bill will come up and do the award ceremony. So let's read this.
Okay, while the tests are being passed out, everybody, while the tests are being passed out, I want to acknowledge a couple people. A longtime member of our committee and whose heart and soul is in all the questions is John Ward. I think we need to acknowledge him. We also, I want to again remember George Bellis. I've known George ever since I was in that strange organization called DeMolay way back in the years. He was the advisor, so I've known him for a long time. George loved the crystal ball. He always was here. He always participated. Sometimes he won, sometimes he didn't win, but he was always here. And of course, we have to remember Eric Sedro. Eric played a role in this every year by embarrassing the winners and losers. That's going to be my job today. I hope I live up to that. Does everybody have their test?
Not yet.
All right. Raise your hand if you do not have a test. Everybody have their test. First thing to do, you see on the upper left-hand corner it says name. Please either put your name or Phil Mahalik's name in that application. So here we go. International questions. Number one, will the Mueller investigation result in any further indictments by June 1st of 2019? Number two, and this has been scheduled, but you never know, right? Will President Trump and, should be North Korean, we make little corrections as we go. President Kim Jong-un have a face-to-face meeting by July 1st, 2019. There is one scheduled, but like I said, we don't know. Three, will the Ukraine president Petro Poroshenko be re-elected in the March 31 elections? His approval rating has dropped dramatically in recent weeks. And I'm taking the test as we go along as well. I might comment that those of us who wrote the test, that doesn't necessarily mean that we did very well, and we'll find that out shortly. 4, will Israel's Benjamin Netanyahu be indicted for bribery, fraud, or other corruption charges during 2019? Again, a lot of these questions came from John Ward. He really is the heart and soul of this. Number 5, under international, will North Korea allow inspection of nuclear sites within the border of North Korea anytime during 2019? Under national, are we all with me? Well, number 1, will either a sitting Supreme Court justice or a former U.S. president pass away in 2019? Two, will Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg still be serving as a full-time member of the court by October 1st, 2019. 3, will Sarah Huckabee Sanders, White House Press Secretary, resign by 12/1/19. 4, will the Dow Jones Industrial Average close higher on December 31st, 2019 than it did on December 31st, 2018, which was a close of what? 327.66. It's around 25 something like that. 5, will the U.S. House of Representatives vote for a bill of impeachment for President Trump and send it to the U.S. Senate by October 31st, 2019? The answer is hopefully yes. I'm not biased. State and local. Will there be any fatal accident in 2019 in the recently completed Highway 99 tunnel? 2, come back to earthquakes, which we visit from time to time. Will there be an earthquake of a magnitude of 6.0 or greater in the state of Washington during 2019? Now, there is a second page to this, so come to the second page, which is on the back, on my copy anyway. 3, will the full-time enrollment at the University of Washington Seattle campus exceed 48,000 students at the start of the fall semester 2019? 4, will the North Cross Highway, North Cascades Highway, open on or before May 31st? Excuse me, that's wrong. Should be May 1st, right, Mike?
Yeah, make it May 1st.
It will be open by May 31st, I'm sure. So we'll change, everybody change that, correct that to May 1. Five, will Fruitville Road be reopened by June 1st, 2019? Under sports. 1, will Tiger Woods win a major? That's the Masters, U.S. Open, British Open, or PGA 2019. 2, will the Gonzaga men's basketball team reach the Final Four of the NCAA Championship Tournament in 2019?
What do you think, Mike? Yes.
3, will the Seattle Sounders make it back to the Major League Soccer Final in 2019? They've been on a run, and they've been pretty good over the last few years. 4, the Sedro Woolley girls made it to the state tournament. And the question here is, for the first time in a long time, will they return to the state tournament in 2019? 5, will our Seattle Seahawks have both a 1,000-yard rusher and a 3,000-yard passer in 2019? Under miscellaneous, will Prince Harry and the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, welcome a boy for their first child in 2019? 2, will the corporate value of Microsoft exceed the corporate value of Amazon on 12/31/19? 3, will Dianne Feinstein have completed a book concerning her career in the U.S. Senate by December 1st, 2019? 4, and this could have been other sports as well, but will the University of Washington Husky football team again win the Pac-12 North title in 2019? Absolutely. 5, will the level of the Skagit River exceed flood stage in concrete at any time in 2019? We have 2 tiebreakers. Number 1, what will be the total number of wins by the Seattle Mariners in 2019?
How many games do they?
Well, we could say will exceed 20. I don't know.
They play 162 games.
162 games. And this is one we've used many times. What will be the combined score of the 2019 Sedro Woolley Burlington football game? And of course, we only use the tiebreakers if we need Anybody have any questions about any of these questions? Okay.
Well, we'll give you a couple minutes to finish it up. Rich and Bruce, if you can pick them up along with the money, that'd be great. There's $5 to claim, please put your name on it. We apologize for a couple of errors. We proofread this thing many times, believe it or not, by many people, and still screwed it up. So, there you go. Well, Ruth, while you're struggling over the questions there, we'll move on and start the results from last year. I'm going to go through and read the questions from last year and give you the answers. We'll see how our crystal balls are working. I will tell you, after grading these tests from last year and looking at the results, we can do better. Bill has some averages, and believe me, they're not passing grades. So, hope you did better this year. So, number one in the international section, will Kim Jong-un be dead, imprisoned, or exiled by December 1st of 2018? The answer is no. He's still doing his thing. Number two, will the Argentine submarine ARA San Juan, which was lost at sea on the 15th of November 2017, be located by June 1st, 2018? The answer is no, but wreckage was found on November 17, 2018. Number three, will ground be broken for the new U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem by 12/31/18? The answer is yes. It was actually opened on 5/14/18, but on 6/4/18, Trump issued an executive order postponing the move into it. So it's open, but not functional at this time. So the answer is yes. Number four, will Catalonia gain independence from Spain in 2018? No. Number five, will Zimbabwe's new president, Emerson Mnangagwa, still be in office on 12/31/18? And he is. In the national section, will there be a new justice seated on the Supreme Court by December 1st of 2018? Brett Kavanaugh was confirmed and sworn in on October 6th of 2018, so the answer is yes. Will Nancy Pelosi still be the minority leader of the U.S. House of Representatives on December 31st of 2018? The answer was yes. She, of course, switched roles on January 1st. On December 31st, 2018, will the Republicans still hold a majority in the U.S. Senate? And the answer is yes. At any time in 2018, will the Dow Jones Industrial Average exceed 27,000? The high for the year for 2018 was 26,951.81. So the answer was no. Close, but no cigar. Number five, will Rex Tillerson still be the U.S. Secretary of State on 12/31/18? He resigned effective 3/31/18. He was replaced by Mike Pompeo. State and local, will Mount Vernon deploy its downtown flood wall anytime prior to December 31st, 2018? The answer is no. Will Seattle have a new police chief sworn in before September 1st, 2018? Yes, Carmen Best was named chief on 7/17/18. Number three, will Keith Wagner be elected to the Washington State Senate in November of 2018? He was easily elected. He defeated Claude Jones by a 61 to 39% margin. And Keith apologized, sent me an email. He's busy fighting a good fight, so he can't be here today with us. Number four, will the Sedro Woolley School District's educational program and operations levy and the $79.5 million bond for the new construction and school improvements both pass in the February election? I will tell you, this was the question that was missed the most. We were all being very, very optimistic. The answer, unfortunately, is no. Number five, will the delay-plagued Seattle Tunnel project replacing the SR-99 Alaskan Way Viaduct have traffic running through its tubes in 2018? No. Grand opening was actually scheduled, or was actually last weekend, so traffic started flowing through it on Sunday. So, you know, they're close. Will Richard Sherman and Michael Bennett both be members of the Seattle Seahawks on September 1st? No. Will the Sedro Woolley High School football team win a postseason playoff game in 2018? And the answer, unfortunately, is no. Will the UW Husky men's basketball team qualify for the NCAA tournament in 2018? Again, the answer was no. Will a country other than Germany, Argentina, or Brazil win the Soccer World Cup in 2018? The answer was yes. France beat Croatia 4-2 in the final. And finally, last sports section, will the Seattle Seahawks make the playoffs following the 2018 regular season? And they did, promptly losing to Dallas. Miscellaneous section, will the gross proceeds of the 2018 Sedro Woolley Rotary auction exceed 2017? Gross for 2018 was $207,000. For 2017, it was $181,000. So the answer is yes. Will the number of houses sold in Skagit County in 2018 exceed the number sold in 2017? The answer was no. 2017, there was 2,263 houses sold versus 2,071 in 2018. Earthquake question again, will the earthquake measuring 6.5 or higher with the epicenter in Washington State? The answer was no. Will Janicki Industries employ more than 1,000 people at any time in 2018? According to John Janicki, the high for the year was 997. So no. Couldn't have hired 3 more, John? Push it over. Will the movie Darkest Hour or any of its actors win an Academy Award this year? Jerry Oldman won the Best Actor for his portrayal of Winston Churchill. And the tiebreakers, which were not involved this year, population census at Skagit County Jail on September 1st was 338, and the combined score in the 2018 Woolley Burlington football game was 21 this year. So those are your answers from last year. Mr. McCann's going to come up here and try to shed some light on who did what, and hopefully embarrass a few people.
So, I'm struggling a little bit with Mike and also with my wife at the same time. I'm going to try to emulate Eric Stendel, although nobody can. But I'm going to do it a little bit different. I thought about the relationships that we have in this club. And so first I'm going to have some people stand. If you're part of a husband-wife team that are both members of the club, please stand up. If you have a sibling who is a member, please stand up. If you have a parent-child relationship, either as a parent or a child, please stand up.
Sweet nepotism.
Some people are in multiple categories here. So, starting with husband-wife relationships. Ellen, Mike, did you take the test, Mike?
I did, I think.
Well, there was one test that somebody forgot their name, so either you can admit to not putting your name on the test, or you can admit to not taking the test, because your name isn't on the list.
I'm sure I put my name on there, so I'm gonna say my name's on it.
Okay, so I'll give you the credit for that score, which was 9 wrong. Ellen, you had 13 wrong. Please be seated. That's one of the spousal. Garrison. Who? Ellen? Julia, you missed 11. Pretty good. Carl, you missed 9. Congratulations. Have a seat. I don't see Chuck and Connie Thompson here. Connie missed only 7, which was really on the high end. And Chuck only missed 9. So that's, that was pretty good. Mike?
I never took the test.
Yes, you did. But I have to tell you, this isn't going to go well for you.
What? I might have helped it.
John, you missed 11.
That's good.
John, white buddies.
Stephanie, who's also not here, I guess, is 11. Mike is 14.
Is that average though? I was average.
It's not quite that. We'll talk about averages in a minute. Parent-child. We already talked about Mike and Stephanie. I actually missed 11. Jeff, you missed 12. There's sort of a theme here in most situations, except for the notable one over here. The parents seem to do better. Except Chris. Neil, you missed 9. Chris, you missed 7. Congratulations. We have the Reefway boys. Is Louis here? Louis had a sporadic history in the past in these tests, but he only missed 11, as did Josh. So that is it. Les Huggins, you missed 11. Have a seat. Steve, missed 13. We also, Sarah Martin at the time took the test and missed 9. I don't see that. Oh, he should have taken the test. He might be also claiming to have taken the one that was assigned, but I don't have anything more. So I guess that's everybody sitting down. So we'll start over with a few statistics and then and go on to humiliate the rest of you. Okay. 18 women took the test, and by my count, 46 men. The women averaged 10.8 misses, and the men averaged 10.2 misses. Now you can draw your own conclusions from that. There may be a gender bias in the question writing because our committee has not usually had a woman. We need to make a change in that regard for next year. Or it may be some other reason, I don't know. The winning percentage average, I guess, was 76%, according to Mike. The losing percentage was 36%. Average score was 58.4%, and the average number of questions was 10.4 missed. So the men did a little better than average, and the women did a little less than average. So let's get down to it here. Everybody that hasn't been named already, please stand up if you took the test. You think you did. I'm going to start with people who missed 9. That's a pretty good score. Sandra Jensen, you missed 9. Have a seat, please. John Ward is not here, and he was one of the people who wrote the test. Of all the committees members, he did the best with a -9. Chris Melber, for you, this is pretty good. You only missed 9. Dean Cleaner here, you missed 9. Wayne Barnett, you here? Missed 9. Phil Rockman, missed 9. The infamous one who forgot their name, missed 9. Mark Christ missed 9. Carl, we already announced that you missed 9. And Sarah missed 9. Neil missed 9. Chuck Thompson missed 9. 8. People that missed 8. That's getting better. Nick, you missed 8. Tim Howland missed 8. And this guy always does well. I don't know why. I've known him for a long time. I don't understand how he does so well. Chuck Rule, you missed 8. Go to the other end of the spectrum. This person missed 15. I don't see her here. Connie Leach, are you here today? She missed 15. Mike, we already noted that you missed 14. I'm going to remind you of that. That's really close to the bottom. Miss 10. Stephen Dahl. David Breckup. Chad Paulson. Kevin Kesty, you only missed 10. Hoa missed 10. Tim Winter missed 10. All equal Jerry, Miss 10, Mark Penn, Sue Stradoff, Chris Johnston, 10, Jack Turner, Travis Heisman, and somebody by the name of Gary Carlier, just 10. 13 wrong. Again, back to the other end of the spectrum. Barbara Stewart, Ruth Richardson.
Yes.
Miss 13. Ellen, we've already got you, you missed 13. Is Brock Skiles here? That was another sibling group, and Brock, Miss 13, Brian didn't take the test actually. Carol, 13 wrong. Pretty miserable for a guy in your stature, actually.
I'm okay with that.
Steve Thorstad, 13 wrong. And Steve Huggins, we already talked about, 13 wrong. 11 wrong, Mike Mosher. And the other member of the committee, yours truly, I mentioned already, Lynn Tucker. He's not here, I guess. Marnie Fox. Stephanie, we talked about Becky Eldy. Nathan Salsina, there you will go, 11 wrong. Josh, we talked about, and Yulia. Les Huggins, talked about. Jim Dillon, 11 wrong, not too bad. John, we talked about. Jackie. Eric Johnson, 11. Louis, we talked about. Mark Nelson's not here, I don't believe. He was also a member of the committee, he missed 11. Ron Wilson, Danny Russell, 11. We're getting down to not very many people left here. And Renee Parker, Carlier, 11. 12 wrong. Jeff, we already mentioned you. My son finished worse than I did. 12 wrong. Don Madarin, 12 wrong. So she's not here, 12 wrong. And Stewart. Bill, did you take the test?
Oh, I don't know.
I think you can stay up if you want, but I don't think I have you on the list. And John, I don't know if you're on this either, right? Who do we have left here? Rick Lemley. Miss 7, have a seat. Very good. Mr. Wire, if you recall whether you took the test.
Thought I did. Maybe I was skiing with Bill.
Could be, or you could be the one who forgot to sign your name. That would be 9. So I think you can have a seat. Mike? I don't see your name either, Mike. So we're down to one person. We have one person who had got only 6 wrong, and one person who got 16 wrong. Which one are you, Steve? Steve Massey is our big winner this year. He only had 6 votes. Our unfortunate person on the other end of the spectrum was Sharon Pearson, and she's not here today. So that's it. Unless anybody has any questions, I think my work here is done. Okay.
We're running out of time, but let's let Steve savor the moment for just a couple seconds. Well done.
Oh,
Nice
by
to
the
meet
way,
you.
there are winnings from last year.
The winnings?
The tradition is that the winner usually donates, but you can negotiate that.
You don't have to. No, there's a cash prize, Steve, and Bill will help tell you what it is for Mike.
Steve Huggins has got it.
So it's a great deal, an honor to be the smartest guy in the room. Great job. With that, we're adjourned until